Why your dog sleeps next to you. What it really means. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night and noticed your dog sleeping right next to you? Maybe curled up against your legs, maybe pressed gently against your back, or sometimes even lying right on your chest. For many people, it just looks like a cute habit. But according to animal behavior experts, this behavior actually reveals something much deeper. Dogs are surprisingly selective about where they sleep, and the place they choose at night can tell you a lot about how they see you. In fact, scientists say the reason your dog sleeps next to you could reveal how safe, connected, and attached they feel. Some of the reasons are instinctive, some are emotional, and one of them might completely change the way you see your dog. How dogs choose where to sleep. Before we talk about the reasons, it's important to understand something about dogs. Dogs may live in our homes today, but their instincts were shaped thousands of years ago. Domestic dogs evolved from wolves more than 15,000 years ago, and many of the behaviors they still show today come directly from their ancestors. Sleeping patterns are one of them. In the wild, sleeping in the wrong place could mean danger. So animals developed a strong instinct to choose sleeping spots carefully. This instinct never disappeared. It simply adapted to life with humans. And that's why the place your dog sleeps is never random. There is always a reason behind it. Let's start with one of the most important ones. Pack instinct dogs are naturally pack animals. Their ancestors, wolves, always slept together in groups. If you look at wolves in the wild, they rarely sleep alone. Instead, they curl up close to each other in a circle. This behavior serves an important purpose. It protects the group. The center of the pack is the safest place, while the outer members watch for potential threats. Researchers studying wolf behavior discovered that wolves often position themselves around the most important members of the pack: the young, the injured, or the leaders. So when your dog chooses to sleep next to you, there is a good chance they see you as part of their pack. In many cases, they may even see you as the leader of that pack. But pack instinct is only part of the story. Another reason is even more fascinating. Your scent calms them. Dogs experience the world through scent more than anything else. Their sense of smell is incredibly powerful. Scientists estimate that dogs can smell between 10,000 and 100,000 times better than humans. This means your scent carries a lot of information to your dog. Your natural smell contains chemical signals, including hormones related to emotion and stress. Researchers have actually studied how dogs react to the scent of their owners. In one experiment, scientists measured dogs' heart rates when exposed to familiar human scents. The results were surprising. When dogs smelled their owner's scent, their stress levels dropped noticeably. Their heart rates slowed down, and they showed signs of relaxation. This suggests that sleeping next to you gives dogs something very valuable: comfort. Your scent becomes a signal that tells them everything is safe. But safety isn't the only instinct at play. Sometimes your dog may also be doing something else while they sleep near you. They might be guarding you. Many dog owners notice something interesting about how their dogs sleep. They don't always face their owner. Sometimes they face the room, or the door, or the hallway. This positioning may not be accidental. Dogs still carry a natural guarding instinct from their ancestors. In wolf packs, some members remain partially alert while resting. They position themselves so they can react quickly if something approaches. Your dog may be doing something similar. Even when asleep, dogs remain surprisingly aware of their surroundings. Their hearing stays active, and they can wake up very quickly if they sense movement. So, when your dog sleeps near you while facing the room, they may actually be positioning themselves between you and potential threats. In their mind, they are helping protect the pack. But there's another reason dogs choose to sleep close to humans, and this one is surprisingly simple. Body heat and comfort. Dogs naturally seek warmth. In the wild, animals often sleep close together to conserve body heat. This behavior helps them survive cold nights. Even domestic dogs still carry this instinct. Your body produces steady warmth while you sleep. For a dog, that warmth can feel incredibly comfortable. This is especially true for smaller breeds. Small dogs lose body heat faster than larger animals. That's why many small dogs prefer sleeping directly against their owners, sometimes at their feet, sometimes curled against their back, sometimes even under blankets. Interestingly, many dogs will choose sleeping near a person over sleeping in a warmer spot elsewhere in the room, which suggests something else is involved, something beyond temperature. And that brings us to one of the most fascinating discoveries scientists have made about dogs: emotional bond. Over the past decade, scientists have begun studying the brains of dogs using MRI scans. These studies have revealed something remarkable. When dogs smell their owner's scent, a specific area of their brain becomes active. This area is called the caudate nucleus. It is the same brain region involved in positive emotions and reward. In humans, this area activates when we experience things like affection, happiness, and emotional connection. The fact that this region activates in dogs when they smell their owners suggests something powerful. Dogs don't just recognize their owners, they form real emotional bonds. This means that when your dog sleeps next to you, they may be experiencing something similar to comfort and attachment. In simple terms, they want to be close to you, but there's another signal your dog might be showing when they sleep near you, and it has to do with trust. Complete trust. Sleep is the most vulnerable moment for almost any animal. In the wild, animals must remain cautious while resting. Predators often attack when animals are sleeping. Because of this, animals only sleep deeply in places they believe are safe. When a dog sleeps near you, it can indicate a very high level of trust. They believe that while they sleep, nothing bad will happen. In other words, they trust you enough to fully relax. Some dogs even sleep on their backs when near their owners. This is one of the most vulnerable positions an animal can take. The stomach is exposed and it becomes harder to react quickly. When dogs do this, it usually means they feel completely safe. And that level of trust is something dogs do not give easily. It develops over time, through routine, care, and emotional connection. You are their favorite person. Dogs can live with many people in the same household, but most dogs still develop a stronger bond with one person. This usually becomes the person who spends the most time with them, feeds them, plays with them, and gives them attention. That person often becomes the dog's primary attachment. Behavior researchers have observed that when dogs are given a choice of sleeping locations, they often choose to sleep closest to the person they feel most connected to. So, if your dog regularly chooses to sleep next to you, it may mean something simple but powerful. You are their favorite human. So the next time you wake up and see your dog sleeping beside you, remember something important. They didn't choose that spot by accident. They chose it because it feels safe, comfortable, and familiar. Because to your dog, you are not just the person who feeds them. You are part of their world, their pack, their comfort, and sometimes their favorite place to sleep.